एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय.
So when I was in US, I would come and visit my father every year in Amritsar. He would ask me one question. He would say, Deepak, what is Nishkama Karma? And then there would be silence, because he would not give the answer and I did not know the answer.
सोचे सोच न होवई जे सोची लखवार. चुप्पे चुप न होवई जे लाई रहा लिवतार. बुखिया बुख न उतरी जे बन्ना पुरिया पार. सहस्यान पालक होई ताइक न चलनाल. किव सच यारा होइए किव कूड़े टुटे पाल. हुक्म रजाई चलना नानक लिखिया नाल.
But then in the later years, when I started reading Gita, I found the answer to Nishkama Karma, which is really selfless seva, but it is really worship of God through selfless service.
It is this revelation that Deepak Abbhi held close to his heart when he founded ABBHI Trust in 2019. And to realize his dream, put together a team, a blueprint, and processes that would work with the same devotion and faith in Nishkama Karma. Today, the Trust brings life-changing improvements to the socio-economic conditions of the rural poor, regardless of religion, race, or gender. ABBHI Trust is creating opportunities in remote villages to become self-sustaining by empowering the families with education and skill training. Right from the first generation learners, the youth, women, men, and farmers, so that the village itself elevates out of the poverty cycle. At the heart of ABBHI Trust are 4 major programs, and in partnership with others: educational improvements and digital literacy for children, skill development and jobs for the unemployed, women empowerment and healthcare for the villagers. These programs aim to break the poverty cycle and facilitate the transformation of rural areas. Their efforts have inspired hope and positivity in communities where they are presently working. Deepak Abbhi expanded his healthcare technology business in Mysore, leading him to conceptualize transformative approaches to make meaningful improvements in the lives of the underprivileged. Inspired by the idea of hut temples as conceptualized by Swami Vivekananda and as promoted by the Ramakrishna Mission, Deepak Abbhi decided to implement this unique model of the Seva Mandiras. The main purpose of Seva Mandiras is to serve the rural poor culturally, spiritually, and academically under one roof as a place of worship a community welfare center, a cultural hall, and a place to disseminate knowledge.
My deep driving desire has been to help the poor people who are in the continuous cycle of poverty and are not able to come out of it from generation to generation. So the Seva Mandira concept and my desire to help the poor people came together, and that's how the plan of setting up Seva Mandiras started. I felt that education was the answer to getting out of the poverty cycle. And I wanted to make sure that whatever we do at these Seva Mandiras was towards building the educational capabilities of the children in these remote villages.
So personally, I went to 105 plus villages and selected 10 villages out of that. And we also did lot of data collection. What is the population? What is the annual income of each family? And what is their profession? Okay, what do they do? And how many children are there? And what standards they study? How many elders are there? What kind of diseases they have? So many things. We also saw that, okay, is there harmony in the village? Okay, just to really implement a Seva Mandir. Those are the things we looked into.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಶಾಲೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಉಡುಗೆ ತೊಡುಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಇಂದಿನ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತಿರದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ದಾರ ಬಿಚ್ಚೋದು, ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ದುರ್ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನನ ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು.
What we found was that in these remote villages, the levels of education was very low level compared to the level that we see in the city children.
To bridge the learning gap that village kids face, these Seva Mandiras are custom built in select villages and equipped with computer facilities, qualified teachers, and caretakers. Emphasis is on teaching maths, science, and English, along with hands-on computer training.
That has been our priority, to establish infrastructure with access to laptops through internet and through internet teachers, so that these children and others can build up their literacy around digital world.
Added to this, Abbhi Trust helps children develop the competencies to compete in the national and state level open exams, including entrance exams by Navodaya, Moraji Desai, and other schools. At the Seva Mandiras, the emphasis goes beyond mere academic coaching, as children are motivated to unleash their creativity and participate in extracurricular activities. The cultural and spiritual programs designed in partnership with Ramakrishna Ashram and Satya Sai Trust further inspire children to become productive and good citizens of the country. After classes, the children perform a simple puja and aarti before being served a wholesome prasad and a glass of milk, ensuring that each child receives a nutritious and substantial meal before returning to their homes. The food is cooked at the Seva Mandiras in the most hygienic conditions and with ample attention to taste and nutrition.
So we wanted to make a sustainable management program for this learning centers. So we have created a operational committee in each and every Seva Mandir, which consists of a leader, a person who takes care of education, the cultural and spiritual part, a person who leads operations and hygienic part, welfare part. So similar to that, okay, there are 5 people from the village, they have volunteered and they have become the operational committee.
ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಕೈಯಿಂದ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನೋಟ್ನ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದು. ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆರ್ಥಿಕತೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಮದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸೋದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
And they receive the food and salaries for the caretakers, salaries for the teachers are all provided by ABBHI Trust. But they are the ones who are going to manage the whole facility and its operations.
ಅಭಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರ ಇವತ್ತು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನಡಾಡೋ ದೇವರು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಅವರು. ನಾನು ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಳಿಗುಂಡಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇವಾ ಮಂದಿರ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಲೂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತೆಂಥ ಊರಿದೆ ಅದು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಂಥ ಸೇವಾ ಮಂದಿರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಳಿಗುಂಡಿಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಸಿಗಿದೆ.
Shibani, my daughter, who was 9 years old when she passed away because of an allergic reaction, was very studious. She used to read a lot, and as a tribute to Shibani, we have set up a Shibani Abbhi scholarship program.
Through these scholarships, academically bright students can achieve their dreams of higher education and build careers, thereby empowering themselves and their families by breaking the poverty chain.
We are also trying to find ways by which these students can become employable. To this end, we realize that going through an internship program makes them more employable as they complete their education.
ABBHI Trust has also facilitated international internship opportunities for qualified students, thereby providing the much needed exposure to the modern world.
I was very delighted that I got an internship, that's also Sweden, Olvokas. ABBHI Trust introduced us this internship here. Even Sai Giridharan sir supported us so much. So I would appreciate their work and thankful for this opportunity.
This scholarship has helped me a lot, which is reducing the financial burden on my parents.
The beneficiaries of ABBHI Trust are basically from the rural background and the remote places also. ABBHI Trust is the only one which is supporting completely for the deserving students, including the hostel fees as well.
We have a huge vision. Education to children is one part of it. The skill development for the youth in the village, that's the big responsibility. The major thing that what we are looking here is giving them a work in the village instead of moving them to any city. They can become an entrepreneur after gaining some skills, and as well as they can also start giving more job opportunity for others in the same village. We would like them to stay in the village and grow in the village and make the villages more prosperous than what it is today.
We strongly believe in women empowerment, and we are working towards helping them get trained at our learning centers.
In their relentless pursuit of empowerment, ABBHI Trust recognizes the pivotal role of women and youth, the heart of every family and the soul of every community. These visionary leaders understand that empowering a woman is synonymous with empowering an entire village. At the core of their transformative journey are the local women who go beyond their traditional roles. They not only serve as teachers but also caretakers, cooks, and housekeepers, contributing to an environment that fosters growth and progress. Through feasibility studies, ABBHI Trust is introducing job skills like tailoring classes to empower the women of the villages in which Seva Mandiras are operating.
ನಾನು ಮುಂಚಿತಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೌಸ್ ವೈಫಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮನೇಲೇ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಬರೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋದು ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಟೈಲರಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಬಟ್ಟೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೊಲಿಬೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತಹ ದುಡ್ಡಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮನೆ ನಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸು ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
The outcomes of these initiatives are proving to be remarkable. Through every stitch and thread, these women weave a tapestry of hope, determination, and empowerment.
Apart from the rural development, ABBHI Trust is very keen on providing good health care to the villages.
ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಸೇವಾಶ್ರಮಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಅವರು ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅದು ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ.
I cannot exactly pinpoint what brought me to Mysore and what is making me do all this work. It could have been anywhere in India, but the question comes up, why did I settle on Mysore? I don't have the answer. I think it's just that God wanted me to do this. Sai is helping me a lot in this area, so without Sai this would not have been possible at all. Well, it's more than a backbone, it's his own mission as well. He has the same mission as I do, so I'm very, very grateful for what is happening. So when I visit the learning centers, what I feel is that this is just a start. We have just begun the journey of helping these children and their families to close that vast gap of knowledge and the vast gap of education that will be necessary for them to close so that they can become productive citizens of the country and they can be self-reliant and they can be coming out of this poverty cycle.
Their journey demonstrates the indomitable spirit that resides within them and fuels a collective dream of a self-sustaining village that transcends the poverty cycle. Today, ABBHI Trust has established a network of Seva Mandiras with more yet to come.
We don't know how many we will ultimately build, but now we have done 10 and now we want to make sure that these 10 are fully productive.
With knowledge as their compass, they embark on a journey of endless possibilities. With a dedicated team working out of Abbhi Nivas, the corporate headquarters in Mysore. Deepak Abbhi has also provided more than 60% of the Abbhi Nivas building to Sri Ramakrishna Ashrama, Mysore, to operate their publication division, a competency exam preparation center for the public, and a residential facility for women devotees attending the mission's spiritual retreats.
This is not the end for us. This is our current phase.
Together, the work of ABBHI Trust reflects the power of education to unleash the boundless potential within, transcending boundaries and shaping a world where every mind is ignited and every heart is enriched. For it is through education that one can truly change the course of our collective destiny, as ABBHI Trust is proving beyond doubt.